In het vooruitzicht van mijn afstand van de troon wil ik mij graag tot u richten. Ten tijde van een schimmelinfectie zijn spetterpoep en een stinkmoeds ongewenst, maar onvermijdelijk. Spetterpoep, poep, poep. Een schimmelinfectie, ongewenst, spetterpoep, poep, poep. Een schimmelinfectie, ongewenst, spetterpoep, poep, poep. Een schimmelinfectie, ongewenst, spetterpoep, poep, poep.
GeOuweHoer.
Is a schimmelinfectie, that's a yeast infection, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Always thinking of you, Madge.
That's very nice. This is Madge Weinstein of Schimmel Radio, Yeast Radio, of course, and Fashion Slurry of, what are you of? Are you of yourself? I don't know.
Yes, I'm of myself.
Fashion Slurry of herself and of Meidrecht, Utrecht. Is that fair? Can we say that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Meidrecht, your Drecht. It's all somebody's Drecht. Drecht.
Well, you do the cht.
Do I do the
Great.
Drecht? Thank you. I have lots of practice going.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Especially lately.
Yeah.
You ready to start this thing? You ready to start episode 5, the Snatch game?
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Snatch game. Well, I
Mm.
think nobody's gonna get it if you're not Dutch, because all the people are.
go. Oh, right. Well, the Tiger King, though.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Adam
Tiger.
Curry. I want to discuss the potential Adam Curry reference. Of course, I haven't seen this yet, but I'm saying if there is an Adam Curry, Patricia Pai reference, we might need to.
Yes, then you would wanna mention that. Yeah.
Because everybody in podcast land knows about Adam Curry if they're above a certain age. And I already pinged him about it yesterday, so he might be aware of this situation. All right, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Diva Mayday!
Oh, look, it's Diva Mayday.
The mother of the
Hey, you made it. I looked into her a bit, but I couldn't find the things you mentioned about controversial things being said.
Oh, really? Maybe I imagined it, but yeah, no, maybe on Twitter, I don't know, but Roem was mentioning it too. I was watching her show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's real. Maybe not that big a deal, but it happened. Unless the internet blocked it.
Yeah, maybe that's why I couldn't find it. I don't know.
Maybe Diva Mayday has very powerful friends in social media that block the shit.
She might.
No gender, no sexuality, and no limits.
She seems to know all the American queens from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Who? The Diva?
Mayday.
Oh, yeah.
Nou meiden, het was een
Oh, Madam Madness, gone.
How sad.
Die zijn ook kaal.
I think she was going to be on this show, but then she must have listened to maybe previous episodes and changed her mind. Something like that, maybe. I don't know.
No, I think there was a communication thingy on my side.
Wow.
I missed a question of hers, and I guess I fucked up.
Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, yes, gefeliciteerd. You know, the thing is, so she has 2 wins.
What's happening?
The thing that's really a shame about this, and I don't know anything about spoilers. I don't do spoilers, but it's so obvious that Peru is going to win. It's kind of like, it's supposed to be a contest, but she's so much better. And I don't even really fault the judges, but she's just so much better than everyone else. It's almost not fair. Except, I think, though, that Mama Queen is amazing.
And Cedric too. Kind of.
I don't think they're in the same league, honestly. But, oh yeah, Cedric going to be on soon. So I do love Cedric too. Yeah, same level. Oops.
You loved her already.
I do love her because well, it's hard for me to judge somebody who reminds me of myself because when I see myself, I get I'm like, oh, that bitch I see every day of my life.
Like looking into a mirror.
But when she made that face with the baby carriage last week, there was like a little mini meme going around with a close up of her making that scrunched up face with the baby. I thought it was the funniest fucking thing. She's just such a character. She's like a silent movie character.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, Rue with her
A wise
cryptic
queen
message.
once said, "You are not what you think, say, or believe. You are what you do."
Het is heel vaag.
But like
So
I always said,
Oh, is that what she
if you
said?
cannot do yourself, do somebody else.
See, these little Rue moments make me so glad that she's not hosting this show. I'm just so. I mean,
Ja, today's the day.
I respect her as the creator and blah blah blah, but
Snatch game eraan komt.
I'm so sick of her
Snatch game
trite
heeft eigenlijk
messages.
de taak om een celebrity zo goed mogelijk na te doen.
And Fred is amazing.
We love Fred. Fred should host the world.
Persiflage.
Fred should host like
Would
the
be more
Academy
fun.
Awards. I don't even care if it's Dutch. It's fine. And I love her pants. I have pants just like that, but without the sparkles, and also without the discernible figure.
Nog maar 6 queens in de race.
I'm a blob.
Gaan ons nog verlaten voor de grote finale.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, I am. I'm a fat woman, and not that there's anything wrong with being fat. We're body
No,
positive
nothing.
here, but I am fat. I'm huge.
There's more to go around of you.
Oh, I had a panic. I had to make sure I was recording. I thought, did I press record? You know I always do that. That's my thing. I'm like, this dress that I really want to talk to Roem because she made such a comment about that horrible dress as a prize. She's
I wonder
like,
if I see if Room is gonna come online, by the way.
she's like, what? We get a yurk? Isn't that the word? Yurk?
Yeah, Jurk.
It's kind of funny because yurk sounds like jerk, which is kind of what you have to be to give a yurk as a prize on Drag Race, where in other countries you get $100,000 and here you just get a jerk, right? Mm-hmm. Here's a jerk.
Helemaal niets.
I mean, it kind of like takes the incentive away in a way.
Ja, aflevering 5 ga ik niet met mijn mond.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot said about that.
About the jerk?
I think. Not just by us or by the queens themselves or
Yeah.
other queens in other shows.
Geen pruik, helemaal niets.
Now, what about, how come they can't even get the tweeter head prize when they leave as a consolation? They give them a ribbon. Because they did that same thing in England too, right?
Yes, I have no clue.
And one of them said that as soon as they got home, it just fell apart. I don't remember who. Maybe that was
really cheap.
Yeah.
Hoort er ook bij, hè?
It's like they,
Merkt
you know,
gelijk aan Envy dat ze wel,
it's a craft store
het er
thing.
wel echt moeilijk mee heeft.
Ik moet mezelf gewoon even herpakken.
Envy's having a rough time because she doesn't want to get naked. I don't blame her. It almost like, to me, I felt kind of uncomfortable, like, why do these people have to get naked if they don't want to? Isn't that kind of exploitation? I don't know.
Well,
Seems
and
a
we're
bit
in
much.
Holland, so if there's a movie made in Holland, every actor is going to be naked in the movie.
Oh, is
matter
that
what.
right? I didn't know.
There's so much. Yeah.
Did they
I guess we
show?
like to get naked. I don't know.
Did they show front and back? I mean, did they show dick in Holland?
Oh, sure. You've seen the Addams Family with Adam Curry.
Rob Jacobs is een Amsterdamse fotograaf.
Well,
Sexy mannen fotograferen.
I tried to block it. I saw one episode where his dick was out, but it was very disturbing to me. So,
The size, or
no, he was my boss. I don't want to see him naked. I never saw him as a sex symbol. I just saw him as somebody who just smokes pot all the time and gives me money. So I didn't, you know what I mean?
yeah, from bong to dong.
From what?
From bong to dong.
Bonk? Like a bank?
No, bong. What? Bong.
Like a boner?
Which is, never mind. I thought it was funny, but
I don't care anymore.
I guess my English sucks.
Might have been.
Anyhow.
So Mama Queen looks amazing naked with her. She's got like a 28 pack. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Right? She is like.
That's not a 6-pack.
She's all muscle.
That's a whole liquor store.
I have to say, Janie was very amazing. I think, like, I don't understand what happened with her dick when she's like, Fred says cover your penis. Oh, I saw it for a second. Did you see that? But I saw a quick, I saw his dick for like a second. But I got the impression from the. Did you get the impression that he had a lot of a big dick because he's flopping it around?
Well, I always watch on my phone the first time, so that's tiny. So I couldn't say.
Well, that's not his fault.
No, that's not his fault. No, it's my phone's fault.
All right, we might have to do a forensic analysis of that portion. You know, I specialize in that, so I'll work on that for later. That's for later, fashion.
Yeah,
for later.
That's good.
Ja, goed. Vind je het eng? Ja, ik vind het wel eng. En waarom?
By the way, your Twitter account is private, so if I link to you, people can't see it. Did you know that? The Fashion Story Twitter?
Yeah.
You do that,
I know.
Okay.
No, whenever you're ready, baby.
Well, I still link to it because I didn't want to use another name, Guido, because I don't...
Oh, Roem is sending a message.
Oh. Okay. Oh, she was in an abusive relationship. Now, this is very sad to me. I just feel like this is a bit much. I don't like people being pushed this far into this comfort zone. It felt like, I felt uncomfortable watching it. What about you?
Well, I'm a little distracted.
Oh, we're talking to Roem? Okay.
Right on the wrong moment. But Roem is contacting me. Maybe we can pause this for a bit and then...
Sure. Pause it. Okay, let me just make a marker. Okay. Okay, just remember that we paused where Envy was being exploited.
Yeah, where Envy is... Okay, so with a little bit of a delay, we finally have our special guest of this week, Roem.
Hi,
hello. Hello.
How are you doing?
Thank you so much for coming on our little show. We appreciate it very much. We are big fans. I love your program, and I love you and your girlfriend Faith interventions. Are you really girlfriends in real life?
Yeah, that's so sweet. Oh yeah, we really appreciate that.
Oh, she's great. I mean, you're both great.
She's stunning. You're both stunning.
Her reactions are just. I love.
She's so salty.
Oh, she is salty for sure. I love her so much. That's why I love her.
And so subtle.
That's why I have Madge. Madge is my salty friend.
Oh, I'm a huge cunt. I'm not salty.
We all need a cunty friend, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's salty, and then there's just cunt, and I prefer the latter for myself.
And I loved you guys in the last, what is it, Room View? Yeah, Room View, right?
Yeah.
Your outfits.
Yeah.
I like
it.
Yeah,
we put a lot of effort into it. We're like fighting each other. We're like, what are you going to wear? What am I going to wear? I want blue. No, I want red. And we're all trying to have a coordinated outfit. So it's really fun.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Yes. And I love your editing, too. As a editor, I appreciate editing, even though I don't do it myself because I'm lazy. Except I will have to edit this show because I talked about I think I was talking about stroopwafels for a while, but that's another story. Stroopwafels. Right? Stroopwafels. So what are we going to do? Are we just going to talk and like we normally do, and then just go do the video after? Do you want to stay and watch the show with us, or what do you do? What are your
I have to go in I think 30 minutes or something. So I have some time to talk about whatever you want. Okay. It's fine.
Well,
we want to talk about you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
We want to talk about you. The Room with a View.
I always want to talk about me.
Oh, that's good. That helps. What about the yerk? Because I want to talk about this fucking yerk. What the fuck? Yerk. So like other
Yerk what are we talking about?
Yeah, yerk.
Oh, yerk.
I like say yerk because it's a combination of yerk and a jerk. And I was talking to Fashion Story. I said you'd have to be a jerk to give someone a yerk as a gift. As a that's the prize. Are you joking?
The main prize.
How does that happen? Well, you get a crown.
Yeah. we literally didn't know what the price was going to be. Like, we were standing there, we were all in pain because we had to do so many takes to walk to the freaking TV screen and back to the table and back.
Yeah.
So we were all basically very tired that day. It was an impactful day. And we didn't know what the price was going to be. Like, we were emailing like, hey, what is the price? We expected some money, but we didn't know what. And then we got there tired in the first day. And then it was like, Fred was like, and here is the prize. And we were like,
what?
So you had to do a retake of the reaction, probably.
Oh, so many retakes. They were like, these girls are so bitter and salty to see that ugly dress walk in.
Did you think it was a joke?
No, I thought it was going to be that, but I also was like, there has to be like something more than this, you know? I was like, it's a fun prize, don't get me wrong, but it's like, is that the main thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you know what the people in the US get.
Right.
And,
oh, yeah.
But I think you guys just got unlucky because of it's on Videoland and not on RTL or another big thing. So there's less sponsor money. That's
well, you know, RuPaul can't really afford to give you a present. You know, I mean, her fracking business is really down. You know,
not the
really fracking. It's really hard for her. Or, you know, she can barely afford to keep up her 6 condos. You know, I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money for her to part with. So the yerk, you know, when the yerk is free, I mean the yerk, right? The yerk is free.
No, it's an 18,000 euro yerk.
And the thing is, they have to tell you every fucking time. Like, you're going to forget that's the prize, right?
I mean, Fred is so enthusiastic about the dress. Please give it to Fred himself.
I think he already has
he's
one.
He's wearing a lot of clays. So
yeah, all the time.
And then, was it you that said that the ribbon fell apart when you got home?
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. Literally, I got home. First of all, it already fell apart when I took it off the board thingy. I was like, can I get another? They were like, no, we have to do this take now. I was like, oh my God.
Are you serious?
It was so salty. It was like, this ribbon getting this ribbon motivates us more than that entire dress to win.
Oh yeah,
Why the ribbon and not a tweeter head? I mean, I have some of those little statue things at my house of like cows.
I mean,
it can't be that expensive.
I think it's a bit of a Dutch thing as well to get a ribbon or whatever. But I mean, like, girl,
well, in
they
America,
should have bought the Funko.
Oh yeah,
the bobbleheads.
Yeah, that would even be a better option.
Yeah,
anything. I mean, yeah.
Well, anyway.
a gevulde koek would be nice.
And not enough about the prizes, I think. It sucks.
We have to move
on.
We
know. And we're hoping it's going to improve for the next batch of girls.
Well, just one more comment about the prize before we're done. I'm sorry, but here in America, when you get a ribbon like that, at the 4-H, which is like an agriculture competition. So like when you breed the fattest pig and you get an award for having the biggest, fattest pig or cow, they give you a ribbon.
Then in the Netherlands, it's a little bit better. You get those ribbons if you're a horse and you jump.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, go horses, RuPaul's horse
race.
Oh dear. Yes. Okay.
So is that the next animation? RuPaul's horse race.
RuPaul's horse race. All horse faces.
Because if you've been living in a cave, you might not know Rappel Dark Red. Dark Red.
Yeah.
But you quit that like last year, I guess.
Last year, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did you quit then? Because was that because of the show?
First, it was so much effort to make that show. Like one episode literally took like a month to make. Like it was not just ugly drawings, but it was also like I had to basically write an entire story. I had to edit all the voices in and record all the voices and get all the voices from all over the internet. Get all the music. It's not just editing. It's like editing XXL, you know, it's like so it's like a big project, and then also having to do the social media for it and making that entire presence for it, and also having to balance that with my drag. You know, it's like this is really fun, and I'm living for all the reactions for people, but people were like, I thought the joke for me was gone. I did it for like 4 years. I was like, okay, we've seen this. I thought of ways to improve it, like put like my little storylines into it. But at the end of the day, I wasn't really having fun with Drag Race anymore. Wasn't really having fun with Rebel Dark Race anymore. Didn't really, couldn't live off it. So I was like, I don't know why I'm still doing it. And saying, yeah, it's a passion project. Yeah, that's not going to work. So it was really fun. But also I was like, it's time to pull the plug now.
It makes sense. Yeah. I understand that. I wish I had pulled the plug on my show years ago because I've wasted way too much time on it. I do. Yeah, you know, I get that. I want to know, like, how you're a very successful social media. I don't like to say queen because I hate this calling people certain types of queens. Like you're a comedy queen, you're a social media. I don't like that. But you're very successful at social media. How? How do you do that? Because I've always wondered, like, how do people get popular on social media? Like, did you do it on purpose? I mean, did you like do a strategy, or you just created stuff? I mean, how did you get popular?
It's actually both. First, it's more like, how do I say this? Like, I really connect with my people. I don't see my people as followers, and I'm the celebrity, and you're following me. That's not what it's about. It's like we're connecting with each other. I know like 50% of the people who follow me by name. I know what they do, and I care about it because like these people, they look up to me. They see something in me, and I really appreciate that. You can't take that for granted. So it's all about really making a connection. And I'm not saying that I know every single person. Of course not. But I know who I'm talking to. People relate to that. People want to feel seen and connected.
Very interesting.
And that's what it's all about. And then also next to that, I created my own social media marketing company like last year. So I did a lot of social media for businesses and stuff. Helped creating brands, brand identities, all that. So that also helps. Combining that. And also just being completely yourself. I'm getting a lot of comments these days that I'm very negative about Drag Race Holland. And I'm like, no, this is how I've always been on social media. This is just me. And people really appreciate that if you just stay true to yourself.
Interesting.
Yeah, especially with social. Because if you fake it, they'll know very soon. And they'll drop you like whatever. Yeah, and I really appreciate you being, maybe Videoland maybe doesn't really always like it, but I think, props to you for being real and not all of a sudden being like, oh, that's an amazing blah, 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 blah. No, just be you.
And it's an amazing show, don't get me wrong. It's just that there is a lot of improvement to be done, and I know they can do it. So, and I'm not saying that they're doing horrible. They're doing great for a first season. It's just, I'm letting them know, listen, this is what needs to be changed.
Right.
Well, I think one of the first things you said that you were amazed about how they didn't have a social account or an Insta account. And that amazed me too, because if anything, you have to have an Insta account.
And we thought so too. Like we filmed the promo days, and they were like, there was a social media team, and they were like, "Yeah, we're doing all this for social media, and you have to do this and that, and like the GIFs on Instagram and all that." We had to record that. And we were like, "Okay, they're setting up like social media." And then we talked to the head of PR from Videoland, and she was like, "We would really love and put money and all the effort into making a social media account, but it's just a thing that they are not allowed to do from RTL."
Money? Like how much money is it?
They are not allowed to make social media accounts for different shows.
Oh, that's a horrible strategy.
Right?
Yeah, I thought so too, but I'm not the boss.
Yeah, you're not a CEO. You're not a CEO.
Yeah. So you're
well, not at RTL anyway. But
you're only 21, right? Is that right?
I'm sorry?
You're only 21 years old?
Yes.
Okay. That's very young. So when did you find out you were on Drag Race?
I think March this year.
Oh, you just found out? Because I can't remember who we were talking to. I think it was Patty or Megan said they found out 2.5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
I
think it was
Patty. They've been trying to get Drag Race off the ground for a long time. So a lot of girls that there has been like some kind of casting process, and I think they had the rights for like 5 years and keep renewing them, and they had to get the casting on and stuff. But like there was a batch of girls, and it kept changing. But some of the girls stayed through the years, and apparently Patty is one of them. So yeah, but I think I was the new girl in town, and we see how that turned out. But well.
Well, you were kind of screwed over, I think, because the outfit you were gonna do was pretty damn amazing.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
I didn't see though. I wanted to see, and I'm sorry to skip around, but I'm not really professional. But I didn't see with the look did you post the look for this show yet? I didn't see it. I saw you posted your Snatch game face.
But and I want to get into that one because. Oh my God!
I'm about to post my other option as well.
Oh, okay.
I just finished the picture, so
very excited to see what you're going to do for that.
But seriously, Juf Ank! Oh my God! That's amazing.
Hello, allemaal. I was so excited to do her.
Yeah, and you looked amazing. I was so sad that you are not on Snatch Game because I would have loved to see your Juf Ank. And nobody else but Dutch and probably Belgians can get the reference. But oh my God, she is something.
What is she?
She's hilarious.
What type of?
She's not weird, but very special.
She looks like a. What is she? I mean, I see the picture, but what is she?
She is how are we going to describe her?
She's a character on a show called the. Kind of literally translated, the Lice Mother. It's about I don't know. Is it grade school? No, it's
I think primary school.
Yeah, grade school.
Primary
I don't know. Grade school, yeah.
And kids get lice, and they have to comb, and so the name of the show is a reference to that and how parents are involved in school stuff. But it's fun fact, it's recorded where I live in a school here.
Oh.
So, fun fact.
So in Holland, you have shows about lice. I like that.
Well, it's kind of controversial in a lot of ways, but they're trying to do it in Germany, I think. There are a couple of countries that the show is getting a spin-off on, or not really a spin-off, but a version of.
Yeah.
But the Dutch are different,
interesting.
I guess.
Yeah, and
you say stuff that are...
Your look for, I guess it was it the face one where you did the Garden of Eden?
Yeah.
Oh, that was stunning.
That's really spectacular. I would have loved to see that.
Thank you.
You know, I don't know. I think somehow they make this shit so competitive, and that's very American, where you have to beat the other queens. And, you know, I'm friendly with Lady Bunny, and Lady Bunny did a documentary about Wigstock. And in Wigstock, it was the opposite of Drag Race. In Wigstock, it was a bunch of queens together elevating each other. There was no competition. They would just perform together and elevate each other. That was the spirit. And the spirit of Drag Race is basically so competitive that you don't even get to the viewer loses so much because we don't get to see all this, and then we have to go to Instagram to see such wonderful looks. I wish they would be more creative about it, you know? I mean, if you need to have a winner, okay, but can't we see some more of these queens? You know? It's got to be something.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate part of it.
Yeah.
Talking about the competition, well, sadly, you had to leave way too soon.
Way too soon.
I also think they should kind of not let anybody go in the first episode.
Right.
Oh, me too. I fully agree.
But anyway, did you connect with anybody immediately, or everybody seemed to know each other? Was it weird to come into a group that knew each other that well?
Yes and no. I basically knew all the girls from social media. So I knew who they were, knew what they would stand for.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the girls, they knew me from social media, but they had no clue what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is she good? What does she actually do? Does she perform? We have no clue. So that was a little bit of pressure on me to perform, like not to perform on the lip sync, but like to perform on the show, like to do well.
Mm-hmm.
But I connected with basically, I think, everyone in a different way. Like the first day, Megan had to go to the toilet. She was like, "Girl, can you unzip me, please? Now I have to go." We laughed so much, and like I had a lot of great talks with Envy. Also, Abby, we were sitting next to each other. Like, you see the conversation on the show, but like there's so much that they didn't air, of course.
Yeah,
we really connected. And I knew Madam Madness in advance. We knew each other for a long time. So that was really fun as well to see her on the show.
Why did you think...
sorry,
go ahead. Well, why did you think Envy... You had mentioned somewhere that you thought... And you were very surprised to see Envy. You didn't think she would be there. Why did you think she wouldn't be there? You think she was deliberately trying to lead people the wrong way, or?
No, I think Envy and I are very similar in a way. We have a strong presence on social media, of course, and we like to be in control. We like to be our own producers.
Yeah.
And Envy already has this big platform. She has built a name for herself.
Right.
And to see her walk into that room and actually be vulnerable again and like start from zero, because it doesn't matter what you did before the season. It matters what you do now.
Yeah.
It was a surprise to me. I didn't expect her to make that step, but I really appreciate her for doing that.
So do I, because I wasn't too familiar with the drag scene in Holland. And well, I fell in love with all the queens, but I'm so in a way, she might have had a big platform, but I think this might. And for you, the same. I don't know, because I don't know how many followers you had before the show and how many you have now. But I think it did open a bigger world for you both.
Oh, yes. It definitely did. I also felt some pressure because, like, I had like a lot of followers and a lot of people were so excited to see me. Like, when Drag Race Holland got announced, everyone was like, "Room, room, room, room." And everyone was like, "Yeah, she's going to make top 3." And, like, not just a few people, like, a lot of people. And I was like, "Oh damn, these people are in for a surprise."
And you're not allowed. You're not allowed.
We had high hopes for it too after seeing the intro.
Right. Well, I just love your facial expressions, because I like to make faces. You know, like when somebody says something stupid, I make a face. And the way you were making facial expressions when they were judging you, you were just like, I don't give a flying fuck. It was just so funny.
Exactly.
It was so
like,
reactionary.
She was so judgmental about my shoes, and I was like, "Girl, you're wearing ugly boots yourself. Why are you judging me?"
It was very funny. It's just like, whatever.
It was the mood.
Does Faith get jealous of all this fame, or she's pretty good at handling this?
I'm sorry?
Does your girlfriend Faith, does she get jealous of you with all this newfound celebrity and fame and attention, or she's pretty cool about dealing with that?
Faith is very supportive of me. She's very proud of me. She always mentions how proud she is of me, and
that's very nice.
I called home when I got eliminated. I was like, "Listen, baby, I'm coming home."
Aww.
She was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm so proud of you," but doesn't mean that she's still a little bit jealous that she wasn't on the show. But if there's gonna be a season 2, I can almost say with my full heart that she's gonna be on.
Really?
Oh yeah, I really want her on.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, I really want her on too, because like,
I'll start a petition to get her on.
Me too.
Yeah, but like, she's been doing drag for not that long, and to see how well she's doing, how polished she is, all the talent she has. Like, you don't see it, but the way she walks around this house, she practices splits, death drop, everything. She's like pam, pam, pam around the house all the time. It's so much fun. And
she's gonna kill the Vogue challenge if there is one.
Oh yes. Oh, she was so upset at the Vogue challenge. She was like, "How can you edit this?"
Yeah.
That editing was horrible, right? How?
I still think the editing was done because it was horrible what was captured.
Well, if it's horrible, then show what was horrible. But they didn't show anything. They just showed a bunch of shots from above the waist of nothing happening.
Exactly.
If it's horrible, then show. I wanted to see Sedergine making a fool. They make reference to Sedergine and say, "Oh, you were the best. You made an effort." But like Roem said in her show, you couldn't tell. We didn't. We had nothing to refer to when the judges were talking to because we didn't see anything.
Well, so with Sedergine, you kind of. What I think they were referring to is Sedergine, at least she tried, even though she knew she sucked, she tried. Yeah. And in a lot of these dance things on the other shows, they don't even try, they give up. So I think that's why she was mentioned.
Well, I thought maybe her balls popped out or something. They couldn't show it, because I could see that. Like, can you imagine, like, Sedergine's doing that duck walk and one of her balls pops out? I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
Well, they would have shown that on Dutch television, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. I think so, too.
Mm. So, are you still living in Breda? Is that where do you live?
I don't live in Breda. I live near Breda. I live in Tilburg.
Oh, in Tilburg, yeah.
I moved there like half a year ago. I literally moved there when I got the call for Drag Race and in between the first filming days. I literally moved, so it was like chaos, like also preparing all their looks and everything. Then I moved here with my girlfriend.
From where? From Urk?
From Urk. Yes.
Oh, okay. Because
you're both from Urk?
No.
That was confusing because I read some fan site. It said you were born in Urk and then you lived in Tilburg. So I guess they were wrong about. Well,
no, that's right. That's
the
what
sister
happened.
city.
Yeah.
Okay, but so what's the story? Because they said you're from the Bible Belt? Were they referring to Urk or were they referring to?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
They didn't show it. I told them on the show. I was like, they edited my like when I said, "Hi, I'm Roem and I'm from Urk." That's not what I said. They edited it in a whole other way. But I told them that I was from Tilburg and that I moved here and blah blah.
And so that
Urk is going to be a bigger story probably.
Of course, and I get it, but like, yeah.
So that's really so you came from a conservative family, or what? What's
very very conservative.
I just want to know what you would have cried about. I want to know what you would have cried. I want to know what you would have cried about if you had stayed on longer. What happened?
Probably about the shoes from Sanne Wallis de Vries.
Fair enough.
Yes.
But I don't really know. I don't know how they wanted to get me emotional because they tried to do that in episode 1. I was like, no, it's not gonna happen. Like I get that you have to make great television and stuff, but like,
yeah.
Is that?
I don't think it's a Dutch thing to be so emotional, though.
No,
it is for Madam Madness.
Yeah, but that was really. It seemed really forced. I think. It was really forced. It was like the camera was on her and she was thinking like, oh shit, I have to do more. That's how it felt to me anyway.
I wasn't there, so I can't tell, but like.
It felt like it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that she didn't have feelings about it, but I feel that the production was trying to make her show more emotions than she was on that moment feeling.
Yeah.
So I'm looking.
That's how it came across.
I'm looking at a picture of Urk, and as I understand it, Urk used to be an island, and then they made it into something bigger with a bunch of dikes. No offense to myself. So and it's near Almere, is that right? Is it near Almere? Like it's the same sort of thing. Oh God, I went to Almere once for a music festival. I was so fucked up, but that doesn't matter. But what the fuck do you do in such a small island? That's how was there anything to do there? It looks like there's nothing there.
No, there was nothing to do there. Like, there is no drag scene. I was the only drag queen living in like a 25-kilometer radius. So like, there is nothing to do there. People were like, "Yeah, why aren't you performing?" Well, that's why. I did drag in my own way all the time. There's also basically nothing to do there. You can't go out. It's like a lot of straight people.
I'm just picturing you wearing like some crazy outfit, walking around with a bunch of farmers staring at you. Am I wrong?
That's literally what's happening. Yeah. Too fashionable for the town.
I love that. So is it, one thing that I see as an American watching this show, it's very shocking because even though I had spent some time in Holland, but we always think of Holland as this liberal oasis, and they're so progressive, and you have the first gay rights, the first, weed smoking, and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then you see these queens crying about homophobia, and especially I was very moved in this most recent show when Jackie was talking about being beat up and then being told, well, you're going to get beat up again because you act too gay. It's really eye-opening for me because I always thought that Holland was this liberal oasis, but apparently not, right?
No, not at all.
Not everywhere.
Like the town where Janie is from is Volendam. It's pretty similar to where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I can really relate to her story. Because it's similar. People just don't appreciate you being different there, and
that's a shame.
It's like if you have Amsterdam, that's the very liberal heaven that you're talking about, and Rotterdam is also okay, but then you have.
But still, in Amsterdam, there's a lot of shit going on too.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Somebody explained it to me this way, and you can tell me if you think they're right, but they said that, in Holland, it's not that people aren't bigots. It's not that they don't dislike you for being gay and discriminate against you. They just don't think it should be in the law to do it. In other words, they're still assholes, but they just don't think the law should, make people unequal. The
law should not be an asshole or...
Right. Is that true? Okay. In other words, you should be equal in the law, but in real life, no. I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's... Maybe, never mind.
Well, I think there's a lot of open-minded people.
Yeah.
But that might be the bubble I live in. And my parents were really open-minded.
Yeah.
But there are people in my family, definitely there are racist, and not all of them, but there are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I surround myself with open-minded people, so it's hard to say, but I definitely... you have that everywhere.
I think so.
But I can imagine it being surprising for Holland because we like to boast about how liberal and out there we are.
Yeah.
And maybe it also has to do with the last years where everything, where the marginalized people are getting more marginalized of whatever. It's a tendency in the whole world, I think.
And that
currently, anyway.
That reminds me, why were there no black queens on Drag Race in Holland? Are there really no black drag queens that could have qualified for the show, do you think? Because that was... shocking.
How am I going to say that? Like, we, of course, have Envy and Abby, but I get what you mean. Like, you want to see more than that.
Like from Suriname. I mean, I know Suriname is like a Dutch colony, and there's a lot of people from Suriname in Holland.
Antilla.
Yeah.
I think if there is going to be season 2, you'll definitely see more diversity, like racial diversity.
Mm-hmm.
That's also the first thing I thought of. Like when I saw the whole cast, I was like, "Wait, I'm missing something here."
Yeah,
I was a bit confused. So I totally get that, but I also feel like the Drag Race, like our cast, is very diverse in drag, and it was all about having to introduce different types of drag to the Dutch audience. That's what I think they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to say that Black queens don't fall under that, but I think they just try to make storylines, and there have probably been a lot of Black queens in the casting process, but they didn't fit into the storylines they were going for.
I see. So it's
and I think because it was thrown together so quickly, all of a sudden, there were choices to be made, and maybe some weren't available right then, or
and also like the big Dutch names like the Black girls, we have like Lafna Sisi, but like she only talks like English. So there's also that, and how are you going to do that on the show? So there are reasons, but I don't know. I'm not a casting director.
But as a Dutchie, we are used to doing subtitles, though.
Yeah.
So I think that's a weak.
Well, the subtitles have to need some work as well.
always, but yeah. But we're used to it.
You've complained a lot about the subtitles.
If you see Manila or whoever doing the Dutch Drag Race recap, for them it's a lot harder because they're not used to doing subtitles.
Yeah.
Anyhow, details.
Yeah.
Well, but you mentioned a couple times if there's a season 2. I guess I've been assuming there's going to be a season 2 because otherwise, Fashion Slurry and I we're going to be unemployed. I mean, what are we going to do?
That would suck.
So you really don't know if there's going to be a season 2 yet, or is it? I mean, why wouldn't there?
I know that there's been like there are talks, and that there are people who are very interested in the season 2, also from the production.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how well the season is doing. But what I've heard from the marketing, from Videoland and stuff, it's big. Their expectations are like. How do you say that? You know what I mean? Like it's beyond their expectations. Like what's happening with Drag Race Holland.
Yeah,
it's beyond.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. Yeah, because it's picked up in. There's a lot of American queens from the Drag Race franchise that are talking about it, and you have Bussy. You've been on Bussy, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of attention for, and there's way more podcasts and vlogs about the Dutch Drag Race.
Oh, it's huge.
So,
I mean,
I'm glad.
Here in Chicago, they show it at the bars. I mean, even though there's subtitles, they show it at the bars. It's an event, you know?
Yeah.
Even during COVID.
And I'm hoping this success will get it to RTL, because when it's on RTL, on the regular channels, it has more potential to be even bigger than it's now, I think, anyway.
I think so too, and I think the way it's edited, like the fact that it's like 50 minutes, and that the way that you also almost can see the commercial fit in, it's like they made it to put it on Videoland and later stream it on like RTL or whatever. I think that might be the case if they want to do it. But I also hope for season 2. I want to be Shangela.
Do you think they would do that? I've heard you mention that.
Or at least be on All Stars. You need to be on All Stars.
You want to come in on? You want to be in a box or a little boat? That'd be cute.
Yeah, I would love that. Or like a coffin or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
something creative. It has to be something different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or drop from the sky, or
maybe a boat.
Exactly.
Yeah, a boat
on another queen.
Who was your favorite? Is there somebody you felt the closest to, like you gelled with the best? Somebody you were, that was your best friend in the cast, or you just felt everyone equal? Or
I think I connected the most with Abby, Envy, and Megan.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And Megan, especially after the show, like before this, she literally called. She calls like all the time to talk about whatever. She is a hoot. She is so much fun. Abby,
Megan is so sweet.
Yeah.
Abby, we got the premiere and we travel together and we talk a lot, and Envy, because like we relate our drag, we relate to each other, and we can really connect.
But everybody seems. I mean, was there anybody who you didn't like? I mean, you wouldn't tell us, of course, but was there anybody who just,
There is some stuff going on behind the scenes that I think it's a bit childish, and I think we can solve this. It's not that big of a problem. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to name anyone, of course, but I feel like that's not what I'm about. I mean, drag for me is not about being shady, blah, blah. I feel like it's a sisterhood, and we should turn it into that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like a big of a deal. There's no drama going on or whatever.
There was no problem child. There was nobody making everyone.
No. It's just
that's too bad.
We all have someone we're like, oh, we have some unsolved issues with or whatever. Everyone has that in the cast.
Yeah, but that's what you're gonna get if you're in a group that big.
Exactly.
So that's not crazy. But I guess production would have loved that it would have been bigger problems. Because sometimes it looks like they're reaching.
Yeah. Like that thing with Avi waving off Cettergene or whatever last. They didn't. Sometimes the editing is so bad because I don't know what. Like they show that Abby waved off Sedergine, but they never explained what it was that Sedergine said to make Abby angry. They didn't explain it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think it's so weird. I don't understand it at all. Like, for literally every episode, there was stuff that was like, oh God, how can you edit this way? It's
right.
so weird. And then I see Drag Race, because I had a lot of opinions about the American Drag Race, but seeing that, I'm like, oh my God, this is so much better.
Yeah, I've felt for a while that I thought this whole show would be better off in a documentary style format, and then I saw I don't know if you watch. We have World of Wonder. They have these documentaries about the tours that they do in Europe, and those are fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you get the drama there comes naturally.
Yeah,
like, and what I said as well as like we have behind the scenes, of course, the place where Sedergine and Abby were like fighting about waving hands, but like that's the place where you should put cameras, because girl, all the stuff that's being talked about there and the drama that's going on there is the actual show,
right?
Yeah, where's the that's why Untucked is so successful,
right? Where's the Untucked? Yeah. I don't know why they didn't do that. I mean, I guess it's too expensive, maybe, but I would have loved to.
It's a different show, so you have to buy the rights for that as well.
And there's no prize. No Jurk for Untucked, but maybe they could save some money.
But for the viewers, there's a prize because there's more drama.
True.
I know, right?
Well, yeah.
Who do you want to? Who do you think will win? Envy Peru? I mean,
I'm not going to name names. Okay. I have hopes, of course. The one who surprised me the most is Chelsea Boy. Like, my God, like
I love her so much.
When the rumors got there, I was like, Chelsea Boy, what the hell is she gonna do? I was so biased. So how do you say that? I had a lot of opinions.
So I think,
seeing her first runway, I literally came up to her and was like, with my mouth open, I was like, listen, you have to make this for me. I was so gagged, like, and then seeing every week how she turns it, I was like,
and I think she's so underappreciated because damn those looks. I love
and it's not just the looks, like the way she performs in the challenges as well. She is so good.
And she's fishy as hell. She is she and Jackie are the fishiest to me. I mean, I think they're
and I know she's not into girls, but damn
fishy as hell.
I like her.
I do too. And I we'll talk later because we're gonna go through the show after we're done with you, but I was done with you. I was so disappointed in the judges lately, especially this week, just to not be able to understand the nuances and the changing identity, the ideas of identity and how they're changing in society, and be a judge and be a judge on Drag Race. Yeah. To just be so dismissive of the idea that people are challenging the idea of binary sexuality is incredibly disappointing.
Yeah, but it was presented as two-faced, what I heard first, and then Rue says men versus queen or something. But I also noticed you do in Room View. You say what the exact
what the way a description is going to be.
Yeah. What was it? Great. Was it man, woman, or was it two-faced?
Good questions.
It was, but you could interpret it in any way. But it was about being half like queen, half like man. But it also could be like a masculine queen, and then you're whatever, It could be whatever. And I know that these outfits have to be explained to like production in advance, and they talk about it. So to have a judge sit there and say stuff like that, it's so disrespectful to me. Yeah. Like, at least someone from production could have like informed her in any way, but like that's not what you're gonna do. I feel like that was one of the most disrespectful things I've seen.
It was embarrassing, and same thing with Mama Queen. I mean, that was just stunning, and to just it was a disaster.
I mean, I have to say, because we get the press photos in advance, and I of course knew what the runway was going to be. I was like, I was like, I don't see the man here, and then I thought, oh, of course, it's Mama Queen, and then I started thinking, I was like, oh wait, that this is just how she is and who she is.
Right.
So I get what she's saying, but like there it didn't have to go that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, interesting. So you think you might be on season 2? I've heard you mention it a couple times. Do you really think that could happen?
I hope so.
I do
Fingers
too.
crossed.
I have no clue what they're gonna do, what they want to pull.
You've got to promote it. You just got to keep promoting it. You know what I mean? Because it's all about social media. I mean, that's how Vanjie got back on. I mean, it's like you get to the point where social media
we have
just
to promote. Then we'll with all our 150 followers on OverWhored Instagram, we're gonna promote Roem being back on season 2.
And talk about that fucking fricadelle, because you mentioned the fricadelle was your thing, right? The fricadelle.
It's not my thing. The thing is, the food there was a choice. It wasn't that great. And listen, after a day of filming, you're hungry.
Yeah.
And I was just craving a frikandel. And so I was like, I'm going home. I'm going to bake some frikandel.
That's exactly
what kind of frikandel? A frikandel speciaal or a frikandel curry or ketchup? Or...
I'm just a basic girl. I just like mayonnaise. I'm very basic with that.
You're a basic frikandel.
I was just
bitch.
hungry. Okay. Just a basic frikandel.
That's funny because we were wondering like why the reference, because I thought maybe it was some Dutch reference that I didn't get, and Fashion Slurry correctly said no, I think he was just hungry and they had shitty food.
And I was like, how I'm gonna put some Dutch thing in what I do. I was like, of course, a frikandel. Talk about that and get the discussion going with people. Someone was messaged me like a few days ago. She was like, I have a new cat and I called her Miss Frikandel. Like, oh God.
Well, your sashaying was epic too with the Fred, ik prik je bandenlek. I loved it.
What was that?
Yeah, he loved it too. Like, because there was so much tension going on in the room. We were like, everyone, you could feel it. It was so much tension. Everyone was like full of pressure, and I feel like everybody need to be relieved of the day or something. So I was like, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna do it and let it literally like the production from in the workroom from everywhere. You could hear everybody laughing so hard, like everyone was dying. So I was like, fine, I did my thing. I can go home now.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Can you refresh my memory?
And I wasn't working with Fred, by the way.
Fred is really great. I think that if there's going to be a season 2, there needs to be a lot more drag knowledge instead of fashion knowledge, in my opinion. As a host, he's doing amazing. There's no other person who should do this, who could do this. It should just be Fred. We have a group chat with him here. To us, he as excited for the show as we are. He really supports us. He really appreciates us in every way. So that's really really fun. Also, the first day when we did the entrances and stuff, we were going backstage to take a break, and he came up with us immediately, and he was talking to us and getting to know everybody. So yeah, we really felt seen, and it was not like, oh, I'm the celebrity, I'm Fred van Leer, and you're the contestants on the show. It was very we were like, we're doing this together, we're making a show together.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's very interactive. Like he interacts with everyone on social media. He doesn't act like a celebrity. Yeah. And I think we all agree he's amazing. I've said many times I'd rather he just replace RuPaul because I'm sick of her. When she's on the screen, it's like she's doing us the biggest favor in the world by recording these 15 seconds, and then that laugh, hee hee hee. Oh, I can't stand it. I'm just so tired of that fake laugh. Just, honey, stick to fracking. Lady Bunny always tells me RuPaul doesn't even like to do drag. She doesn't like. She puts all the drag moments into like one day. She doesn't like it, and then the finale with her stupid masks. I've just had it with her. Let Fred do it all. Let Fred do the whole fucking thing. I'm sick of her.
I mean, there are options. I wouldn't say let Fred do the whole thing, but I see where you're coming from.
No, I know. I get a little carried away.
Just a tad. But that's why I love you, Madge.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to...
So...
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, I was saying, do you have anything more you want to know? Well, I want to know tons more, but I'm just gonna stalk you on Instagram and YouTube and everywhere. And I don't know if there's any burning questions from Madge.
I mean, make it sound like I have an STD. I mean, no, I've asked.
Oh, right.
I want.
You do yeast radio.
Yeah, yeast. What are you going to do now? What do you see for the future for you? I mean, you're so young. Where do you see yourself going, career-wise?
I want to do a lot of things. Yeah. Listen, I want to first focus on all this. Let's just have this adventure and do all the YouTube stuff. Mm-hmm. And I want to do a lot more things. I want to do a lot more media, movies, entertainment, whatever. I have a lot of ideas. I'm not going to share everything, of course. That's so cliche. I'm not going to share everything. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it's not surprising.
Stuff in cosmetics and fashion. Like, I'm so young. I have like an entire life before me.
Because what kind of education did you do? Because you did an animation. Well, maybe it's not as hard as it was a million years ago, but did you go to Art Academy or something like that? Or
not at all. I did something completely different. Not at all. I studied education. I was a teacher for 3 years in grade school.
Aww.
You were like this, you're the lice lady, right?
Yeah, I mean.
You were Juffrouw Ank.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, the circle's around.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's what I did, and like the kids started to know what I was doing, and they weren't like any weird about it. They were like so much fun. Like we have this thing in the Netherlands called Sinterklaas, and we do like Secret Santa and stuff. And like one of the girls, she made like a makeup palette for me. It was so much fun.
That's so cute.
It's really fun. I had a lot of fun there. So, but it's not anything artistic. It's something completely else.
Well, your aesthetic reminds me of Tim Burton. I see you like to me.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of.
Now that you mentioned it,
I love that actually. I mean, my aesthetic shifts all the time. One time I want to be a dystopian robot, and the next time I want to be the most fishy Barbie that you see. I love to shift around like that, but I can definitely see an overall theme of like Tim Burton, a bit more campy, dark stuff. Yeah, I like that. I like the way you think.
Well, I'm sure you're going to invent something new because it's obvious that's what you do. You're creating new stuff we haven't seen before. So I'm going to look forward to it, and I'm
sweet,
excited, and I'm going to keep watching you in Faith. I love that little show, and good for you.
We have a lot more planned.
Show.
Even after the show, we have so much planned, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I wish you all the best. You're going to be very successful, and I'm jealous. How's that? Because I'm just an old woman with the best years behind me, and they weren't that fucking great. Good luck to you.
Madge.
They probably were. And if you think they're not great, start now. Do it now. Age doesn't matter. Go do it.
All right. That's good advice.
Words of RuPaul, I support you.
Okay. I will. Yeah, that's good advice. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're both so sweet. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, well, you don't know us.
You are sweet for being here in our 2-listener podcast, and that's ourselves.
Yes, thank you for wasting your
time. The first episode, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Yay! We have 3.
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Like when I made Rebel Darkness, there were like 50 people watching, and then it ended up being like 100,000. So just keep doing what you're doing, advancing what you do, and it's all gonna come if it's with lots of love.
I agree.
And good intention.
I agree.
Yeah. For us, it's fun to do, and if people want to listen to it, great. If they don't, great.
That's the spirit you should have.
We just love doing what we're doing.
We actually have quite a few subscribers. It's just the hard part is getting the fans to interact and respond. It's different in a podcast because we're not doing a video. We're just putting the.
I was thinking, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. But I was thinking of maybe doing the show, making animations of the shows we already did. Wow. But that's depending on my time.
Wow. That's a fun idea, though.
It is.
And figuring out After Effects and stuff.
Well, I'm in favor of it, as long as it doesn't involve me doing any work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Well, you're the main bitch for the podcast.
I just like audio. I'm old school, Roem. I like audio, and it's like I try to force myself to do video sometimes, but like I do this. This is a labor of love for me. So why? Yeah, I'm not going to do this stuff. It's not going to. If it has to feel like work, it's not bothering me. I like audio. I think I look better in audio.
I look better in audio too. That's why I post stuff of the queens that are on TV and not of myself. Anyhow.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I really had a lot of fun.
Good. All right. We'll talk to you next time soon. I hope.
You can call whenever you want.
And say hi to Faith.
Yes.
Faith is here.
Give her our love.
Hey, say hi to the people.
Okay.
Come here. Say hi. One moment.
All right.
Say hi to them. Where's my microphone? Here, say hi.
Exciting.
Hi there.
Hi, Faith. We love you.
Faith. We love you.
We're big fans.
How are you?
They love you.
We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, baby.
Thank you.
And you need to be on season 2 of Drag Race.
Please, you need to root for me, though.
No, I just told Roem that I'm gonna make a petition and get you on there.
We'll send messages to Fred.
You are
too.
fantastic.
We'll tell Fred. Get that bitch on there.
We'll tell Fred.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked with the producers came up to us when we had like a little drink, and the producer were like, "Well, are you up for season 2?" And she was like, "Yes." So who knows?
Oh, she needs to be on there.
We'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Okay, girls, thank you very much. We loved that Faith came in too, and thanks for everything. Keep in touch. We'll stalk you on every social we can find you on.
Yeah. And have a fricadelle for us. Preferably each other's.
Okay, enough. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
That's kind. How to do it. She's great though. I really I hate the way sometimes I hate myself when I interview people because I get so excited that I just I catch myself being stupid and talking over them. I don't like that, but we do what we can, right?
Yeah, we're no pros, right. So
I think she's really amazing though, and quite a career ahead of her. I mean, I really feel like as far as entrepreneurial spirit, this one is top notch, in that group.
Definitely.
Like, the others are great. I don't mean to diminish anything. I see all amazing futures for all of them. Like for Mama Queen and Patty Pom Pom, I really see huge fashion careers.
Oh, yeah.
Envy, of course, is probably, she's going to have a huge name.
And Megan with her book.
Yes, but this one is just feel like
what I caught in what she said is that she kind of goes with her flow, whatever she feels like doing, she's doing, and I think that's as an entrepreneur, that's the way to go.
And she's going to create something new. Whatever it is that she's doing, we will never have seen it before. She's that's why I say she's like a Tim Burton. She's like a Tyler Perry. Like, I mean, she's just a powerhouse to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's where were we? We were at Envy. Here.
Envy, telling about why she isn't liking the photo shoot.
Let me so I'm going to start at 8 minutes, 12 seconds, and I'm going to do a countdown for those who want to follow along. So this is Abby looking amazing. At least it's a good time for me to stare at her, even though I'm a lesbian. What a body on that queen. I mean, my God. I still think she has a second career in porn, but All right, you ready? So 3, 2, 1, go.
Kijk, het zit er, het lijkt.
Ik hou wel van een naakte fotoshoot en ik weet dat ik het kan brengen.
Yes. Kijk dan. Power erin hoor. Ze weet precies hoe te poseren hoor. Volgens mij sta jij thuis ook alleen maar voor de spiegel. Natuurlijk.
Amazing.
Baby.
Ja.
Zo.
Hoe ga je?
Oh, here's
goed.
Envy.
Ja,
Vind je
het
eng? Ja, ik vind het wel eng.
En waarom?
Omdat het gewoon totaal out of my comfortzone is.
Ja.
Ik heb gewoon heel erg een kutvriendje gehad eigenlijk. Die mij eigenlijk gewoon tot...
No, whenever you're ready, baby.
Yeah, I could relate, sadly, to what she's telling.
Really?
Oh yeah, I had a horrible boyfriend.
Relatie met geweld. En
So,
die jongen heeft me eigenlijk zo met
this is she was in an abusive relationship, is this what I'm getting, right?
beschadigd. En
Ja.
ik heb dat gewoon altijd, weet je, na die relatie heb ik dat...
Yeah, that can fuck you up.
Mijn hele zelfbeeld staat er gewoon echt...
Physically abusive you had also?
Yeah, both physically and mentally very abusive. And I was 14, so that was not the age to have that.
Wow, that's horrible.
Well, yeah, it is. But, yeah, it is.
Want je bent prachtig.
But how does that make her feel like she doesn't want to show her body?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Why does that make her want to not be naked? Because he probably made fun of her looks, you think? Is that
I think she said he was, yeah, that was part of it.
Oh, I see. I don't think that quite made it into the subtitles.
En ik weet dat ik dat als ik dat doe,
It just said he was abused.
Ik denk opeens aan, ja, hoe zien die Calvin Klein?
It's a shame because how can I mean, as a viewer, for him to think that he's doesn't have a gorgeous body is insane, you know.
Yeah.
And you see him hiding his stomach, and he looks like he's, you know. I mean, even if he was chubby, there was no reason to be, you know, ashamed that he's gorgeous.
He is stunning.
Yeah.
As a man and as a woman. He is.
Ik had het nooit gedurfd.
Yeah.
En jullie hebben het allemaal gewoon gedaan. Eén van jullie heeft natuurlijk
Oh, Fred said he even doesn't want to do it.
Oh yeah.
Een keer bij mij op bezoek komen.
I certainly wouldn't.
Mijn studio. Met jurken, pruiken, de hele...
Though I will be naked at a nude beach, would you?
Lekker hè?
Sorry, I didn't catch it. The sound is cutting out again.
Oh. Would you be naked at a gay beach? I mean, not gay beach, nude beach.
De winnaar is...
No. Definitely currently not. Maybe when 3 years ago when I was 20 kilos lighter.
See, I've never been thin, so I don't care. But
I was always athletic, so quite muscular. But yeah, medicine made me blow up.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like when you go to a nude. I always like nude beaches because people are because they're naked, everybody's vulnerable. So
oh, that's true though.
There's a lot of horrible bodies at nude beaches. When I go to like a gorgeous people beach where people have, you know, clothes on, I find people much more cunty.
Well, you made a very good point. Maybe I should go to nude beaches.
Yeah, but maybe when it's a little warmer.
I'm horrible with being vulnerable. Even me telling that I had a bad boyfriend, that is, for me, is big, sort of.
Yeah.
Ik ga Joe Exotic doen. That guy gun carrying right now.
I've been in abusive relationships, but not physically. You know.
Oh yeah,
pretty big.
Not fun.
But yeah, I don't. It's horrible. But I've been abused as a child in high school and junior high school. Oh, terribly abused as a being in the bullying way. So.
Oh yeah, I've been there too.
Yeah.
I didn't dress like everybody else. I dressed the way I like to dress, and that didn't fall. I also moved from Rotterdam to a smaller town, and they were definitely more small-minded. Is it small-minded?
Yeah. So who is this? Amy Schilder is a singer, right?
Yeah, Annie Schilder. She's a singer in a famous Dutch band, BZN, which is a band without a name.
Yeah.
That's what it stands for. And it's Palingpop.
Spalingpop.
So it's Palingpop. So it's kind of country, but for people that fish for paling. Sort of.
Is that herring? What is
well,
paling?
for fishers. Yeah, no. For herring as well. Because Volendam is a
fishing town.
Yeah, town, yeah.
That sounds horrible. And that's where Jackie's from, then?
Yeah, Jackie's from there.
From
and
Volendam.
Where Roem is from is similar.
Oh. I'm Googling Volendam. What I was trying to... So, and that traditional outfit that she's not wearing an outfit yet, but...
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because that's not what she wears at all in real life, Annie Schilder.
Yeah.
That's just a photo op thingy you can do in Volendam.
Oh, I see. It's like a tourist thing.
I have a photo. Yeah, I have a photo because friends of ours from Australia wanted to have that photo. So I have a photo too.
Abby, dit kan nog wel eens lastig gaan worden dan.
Waarom Annie? Ik kom zelf uit Volendam en ik heb heel lang gevochten tegen het idee dat ik uit Volendam kom. Ik zag dat echt als iets heel naars. Omdat ik me er nooit thuis heb gevoeld. Ik ben er nooit geaccepteerd daar heel lang.
So she's talking about her abuse there.
Je moet er echt bij horen.
Yeah, not being accepted.
Thuis heel goed, maar Volendam is natuurlijk wel moeilijk dorp.
Well, it's good that at least at home she had a safe space to be her.
Ik echt tot 6 jongens gewoon geslagen ben. En dan sta je wel eens tegenover 6 man alleen, weet je? Die
6 people beat her.
Homo even uit je willen slaan. Ik heb wel een maand of 3 echt in angst geleefd. Dat je gewoon niet alleen over straat durft en alleen maar achter je kijkt en paniek aanvallen. En dat ik eigenlijk heel veel heb moeten horen.
It's just amazing to me.
Zowel politiebureau als slachtofferhulp als discriminatiemeldpunt.
So the discrimination commission told him that basically it's his fault for getting beat up because he's too feminine.
No. They're telling him that he should get used to it because it's going to happen over and over. That's what they're saying.
But isn't that
so
the
they're
same
being
thing?
real with him.
Yeah.
They're not saying, well, you've been here now, so now it's never going to happen.
But shouldn't they be like, okay, well, we'll do our best to stop it and talk to these assholes? I don't know.
Yeah, but still, those assholes might not be the ones that will kick him again.
Yeah.
But there's other assholes out there.
Okay, so there's their outfits. So that's that traditional Volendam outfit you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I tried to look up all these people, and I did. It's hard to get an idea of what a character is like just one from a YouTube video. You really
if
need
you're
to know
not
the
Dutch, you're not really gonna get this.
Yeah.
And it's really hard.
So this lady, she didn't say much. She's like a social media queen. Who is this?
Yeah,
lady
and
with the puffy?
she does some presenting on TV shows and stuff.
What kind of YouTube videos does she do? It's just talking about her life?
Seriously, no clue.
You don't know?
No.
Because she seemed very boring to me. Like, who is this person?
I don't know if she's boring, but yeah.
Well,
she never caught my attention.
She bored me. That's all I can say. And now this,
Carla Boshart is really well known.
Now this Patty Bard, I did Bart. I can tell this is a very good impersonation, even though I don't know her.
This is a spot on impression. I love it.
Yeah. But now, is her impression of Annie Schilder good? I mean,
I have no clue.
Oh, you don't know either. What about?
Well, I know Annie Schilder, but it's not that I really know. I don't know if Annie Schilder was the right way to go because, well, apparently she's on a TV show right now a lot, but I never watched Dutch television, so that's why I don't know much of Dutch celebrities.
And Mega Mindy is like a children's entertainer, is that right?
Yeah, it's I think it's a animation.
And she's known for getting fat. She got fat recently, or was that just set her gene?
Well, normally it's Mega Mindy, and this is Mega Mindy. So she grew a little, I guess.
That's the problem. You have somebody and they're known as a comedy queen, and it seems like on this show they invariably don't live up to their name, because she wasn't funny.
That's always tricky.
Right? And this is the
Yeah.
That's the lesbian from Rotterdam, right? Are you familiar with her?
Yeah, and she is spot on with their look and their mannerisms, but yeah, she should have maybe opened her mouth a little more.
Yeah.
But the Joe Exotic, oh my God.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah,
and the makeup and everything.
Are the gay references really? Is that part of Tiger King? Because I didn't see it.
Yes,
they are. Okay.
Yes, because he has several gay marriages.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I ate it up, but I went to Big Cat Rescue before the Tiger King came out, so I already knew about Carole Baskin. So when I knew Joe Exotic was, or the Tiger King was going to be on, I just had to watch it and see what was going to be of Carole Baskin.
Who's the one that allegedly got eaten by the tiger?
The husband of Carole Baskin.
Oh, I see. See, I didn't know. I thought maybe that was Joe Exotic, but it's not. Okay, I get it.
No, he put out a hit on her. That's why he's in jail.
Oh, sounds like my family. We have cousins who were the subject of one of those true crime.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's another story. They have a true crime podcast about my cousins.
Oh,
same kind of thing. We'll save that for another time.
Denk ik van, dit is zo goed.
Joe Exotic, wat heb je een spannende broek aan?
Broek aan.
I don't mind saying it. I don't mind showing it. If you got a problem with it, that's your problem, not my problem. Go fuck yourself.
At least people are gonna understand this that aren't Dutch.
Right. Kind of sounds like me a little. The way that's my attitude. You don't like it? Go fuck yourself.
De musical.
Weet Fred, je kent me.
Okay, so
niet zo van dat
she's from. So Michelle Cox is from Arnhem. Is that what they said?
Michelle, maar ik mis gewoon dat accent.
Sorry.
Is Michelle Cox from Arnhem? Is that what they said?
Yeah.
And there was an issue that she couldn't do an Arnhem accent. So my question is, what's an Arnhem accent?
Well, even though Holland is really tiny, we have tons of accents. And I couldn't do an Arnhem accent, but she has a really strong accent. And this one I kind of know from real life soap or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that is the whole character is the accent mostly. So yeah, her not having it is a letdown.
Er zijn zeker momenten waarop ik denk, I'm losing it. Am I doing enough?
Monica, wat is jouw antwoord?
Angstzweet van Adam Curry.
Oh, so we missed the Patricia Pie question. I have to back up a second because I don't want to.
Yeah.
Je komt uit Volendam.
Because I'm backing up.
Dat is toch ranking de staat?
Yeah.
So I'm at 2100.
Dan mag ik toch zo meteen daar gaan staan. Er zijn zeker momenten waarop ik denk, I'm losing it.
I'm gonna
Am
pause
I doing
it.
enough?
Monica, wat is jouw antwoord?
Angstzweet van Adam Curry.
Oh, so I didn't go back far enough. God, I suck at this fashion. I'm sorry. Right.
Yeah, because what was the question again?
Right.
Musical natuurlijk.
Allemaal één grote ellende.
I'll call out the time code when I get to it.
Nee. Monica.
Okay, the next question for you. So this is 20 minutes, 39 seconds. No. Yeah. I need to reboot this. Yeah, I got out on the wrong side of the bed. I apologize for sucking. So
fine.
20 minutes, 39 seconds, 3, 2, 1, go.
De volgende vraag is voor jou. Patricia Pai brengt binnenkort haar eigen parfum op de markt.
Oh,
en geloof het of niet, maar dit ruikt naar puntje.
So the question is,
Is dit nou weer een nieuwe vraag?
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna pause it. I'm sorry because I used to work for Adam Curry audience. So Patricia Pai is a famous. Maybe you can explain better, but she's like a famous singer from the Netherlands. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, way before my time, but she was in the Star Sisters. It's like I don't know. It's a certain kind of music that was really hot in the US around then too, I guess. I don't know how to call it, but it's referring to like army kind of stuff. This is really bad explanation. Okay, scratch that. She was a singer in a band. She's old. She did a real life soap with Adam Curry, the Adam family, where you could see how their life was in England back then. And I guess we did a move to Belgium as well. And that's when we also met their daughter, Christina. That's
and so I used to work for Adam Curry because he's basically the what they call the pod father. You know, he was really the first person to promote podcasting, and I worked for him at a company called Pod Show for a few years. And he was married to Patricia Pai, and they apparently had some very public divorce. And then there was also this issue where you were telling me that she peed on somebody or something in a video. What?
I never saw the video, but somebody shot a video of a golden shower. I don't know if she was giving the golden shower or getting the golden shower, and I don't want to know. But I think even just this week there was a verdict in the whole thing, and the guy has to go to jail and pay money for damages or whatever. So yeah, that was a big thing, the golden shower thing. So inevitably they were probably hoping somebody would make a golden shower reference, which
didn't happen.
Perfume was smelling like.
Right.
But yeah.
That's kind of what I was expecting too, but it didn't quite happen, did it? So maybe they don't know about it. I don't know. So in any case, the question was, what does Patricia Pai, what does her perfume smell like? And then what was her answer? The sweat of Adam Curry, right?
Yeah, angstzweet. So when you fear sweats, is that a thing? Is that how you say it?
No. What kind of sweat?
The sweat. When you are very, very fearful for your life or whatever, and then you sweat. Does that sweat have a certain name?
No.
For us, it's angstzweet.
No, but I like that word. I don't think we have a word for that. Very interesting. Cold sweat.
Oh, yeah. Cold sweat. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah.
I think that's actually what they did translate then. Okay, so I'm going to go back to 2023. Sorry, audience. This is very important to me.
Als Michelle, maar ik mis gewoon het accent. Weet je, als ze die gewoon lekker had
Let's try it again.
Ellende, the musical.
Ellende, the musical, natuurlijk.
God, we're never going to get past. I'm never going to get to work.
Ellende was a thing she said. Wat een ellende.
Monica, de volgende vraag is voor jou. Patricia Pai brengt binnenkort haar eigen parfum op de markt. En geloof het of niet, maar dit ruikt naar... puntje, puntje, puntje.
Is dit nou weer een nieuwe vraag?
Dit is weer een nieuwe vraag, Annie. Ja.
Je snapt er geen hol
So she should have said piss.
Je komt uit Volendam.
Maar dit is toch Ranking the Stars?
Oh ja, schat, wat jij wil.
Dan mag ik toch zo meteen daar gaan staan? Er zijn zeker momenten waarop ik denk... I'm losing it. Am I doing enough?
Monica, wat is jouw antwoord?
Angstzweet van Adam Curry.
Het
angstzweet
van Adam Curry. Jawel. Patty Bart.
Lief, het luren van Patricia Pai. Die ruikt naar faillissement.
Did she go bankrupt, Patricia Pai?
I guess.
Grappig. En vanaf het eerste moment.
But it's funny because Patty Bart went bankrupt a lot too because she got screwed over by lovers.
Oh, interesting.
And it's kind of what happened to
De reet van Toby.
Who's Toby?
Weet je het zeker?
Who is Toby? The video lady?
I have Toby is probably something from Mega Mindy.
Je had een relatie met de dochter van Patrice.
Ja.
Hoe was dat?
Okay, so there's another reference. So Fred just said that Ryan Van Dorst had a affair with Patricia's daughter, which is Christina Curry. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
But you haven't heard that.
I'm so not in the loop of all that shit.
Okay, that's fine. So we're at 21:55. Keep going. This is so confusing. I'm going to Google it in the meantime.
Especially if you know nobody. For me, it's even confusing.
Well, fortunately, we have no listeners, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that does matter. Well, maybe Roem is going to listen.
Niet grappig op Snatch Game.
Yeah.
Joe Exotic.
What was the question? Ik merk dat iedereen heel lekker gaat op Joe Exotic. Iedereen.
De question is, where does the nieuw geurtje van Patricia Pai ruikt naar?
I'm gonna have to
That is very Dutch English.
Inclusief Joe Exotic zelf, geloof ik. Gaat ook wel lekker op zichzelf.
I don't fucking give a shit about pussy, because I like to take it up the ass. That's right. If you got a problem with it, go fuck yourself.
Ik ben altijd dol op een goede
Oh, Chelsea Boy is really coming out of her shell, because this is so good. This is what I've been waiting for from Chelsea Boy.
Niemand die in de buurt kwam.
Carlo, de volgende. Vorige week is mijn nogal spraakzame papegaai uit de kast gekomen.
Nee.
Althans, ja, wat bleef mijn papegaai maar herhalen?
Papegaai. Papegaai.
What's a schoondochter? Schoondochter.
En wat hebben onze sterren opgeschreven?
Schoondochter, daughter-in-law.
Hou het eruit.
Okay, so there's something about this online, but unfortunately it's all in Dutch. I don't know what the fuck it is. Were they married?
About Rianne en Christina?
Yeah.
Doe nou niet alsof jij nooit een slang in je hol hebt gehad.
Is Christina a lesbian?
I don't know if she's just lesbian.
It says Christina Curry and El Bandita. Who's El Bandita?
Yeah, El Bandita, that's the band where she was.
Manden geen stel meer. I don't know what the
Lieve
fuck that
mensen,
means.
dit was het dan.
Zijn geen stel, they're not a couple
Hollandse
anymore.
Snatch Game. En de winnaar is? Who cares? We hebben gelachen, toch?
We hebben ontzettend...
Patricia Pai is wound. I can't read this.
Maar wie was het grootste talent?
I'll send you the link. You can tell me what the fuck this shit is.
Dankjewel, Monica. Dankjewel, Snaps. Lieve mensen, tot de volgende keer.
Thanks, gang. There's Janie. Wait, my volume's too low.
Een nieuwe dag in de workroom. Er gaat vandaag iemand naar huis.
Nieuwe dag.
En hopelijk ben ik daar niet.
Zo, gisteren was echt spannend, de Snatch Game.
Vond ik ook wel.
En de fotoshoot.
Oh my gosh, ja.
Maar wie heeft het goed gedaan en wie heeft het slecht gedaan?
Snatch Game, it was a little disappointing for me.
Van gisteren maak ik me wel zorgen.
But normally in the US there are more queens participating, I guess, I think, right?
So it's disappointing for you, and you knew who all most of these characters are. It's disappointing
Yeah,
for
the
me.
best was Joe Exotic by far, and Patricia Pai, I need to say.
You mean Patricia Braart?
Patty Bart, yeah, sorry. So Envy and Chelsea were standouts in this case.
Well, it's disappointing they didn't take the bait on the piss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ik heb het heel anders geïnterpreteerd. Ik heb 2 alter egos.
But neither did the judge, though.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this show so far has been very international, but this episode not so much.
Oh, this is definitely.
There's just
Well, thank God for Joe Exotic.
Right. Exactly. And then they're doing getting ready for their runway.
Ja. Deze runway.
Ja, de runway is two-faced.
Half vrouw. Nee.
Half
Ik identificeer
vrouw,
me
half man.
non-binair, dus ik wil me niet echt opsplitsen in de man en vrouw. Dus
So she's saying she's non-binary, so she doesn't want to show the difference between man and woman. So she's going to show the difference between herself and her inner saboteur.
Ja. Een inner saboteur,
which I think is great.
Een stemmetje in je hoofd.
Yeah.
Iedereen heeft een stemmetje.
I think that's a great concept.
I don't think there's anything wrong with interpreting these instructions like that. Do you?
Als je te veel luistert naar die inner
No, me neither, but yeah.
Ja. Maar het is wel belangrijk.
I'm still pretending that I didn't see the show. So
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, me too. I wonder what that's going to be like.
Voor Mama Queen dat het in één oogopslag duidelijk is.
I don't have any idea what this is going to be like.
Te laten zien.
For I have never seen it before.
No.
Hallo, hallo.
But it looks amazing right now.
It does.
This is really smart though. I think the mirror is
en half jurk.
kind of a genius gimmick.
I agree.
I agree.
Because I don't think I've ever seen it like that.
No.
Because the half man, half woman, you've seen that a million times.
Outfitje. Alleen die van haar ziet er wel beter uit.
Yeah. It's one of those
So I
things.
love when people try another thing than just the plain.
Yeah, but not sure what Cettergene is going for here. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Hold on.
COVID?
Absolutely.
Bless you.
That's what my lesbian wife every time somebody sneezes. COVID. Covida. No, she says Covida because it's Spanish. But
Oh, your wife and I, we would get along so well.
En dat kan wel nu wel in de gevarenzone wel brengen, denk ik.
Oh, here we go. It's time. God, it feels like we've been doing this forever, doesn't it? Jesus Christ, this is the longest show we've ever done. All right. And what? Okay, I'm not going to stop
Welkom
it
op het
anymore.
hoofdpodium van Drag Race Holland. Ze is knap en ze is knap.
This
De meest
is
sexy ondernemer van
probably
Nederland.
one of my
Mijn
favorite
vriendin
looks she had
Nikki
until
Jansen.
now.
Fred.
Nikki, waar ga je vanavond
Not
aan
Nikki.
letten?
Nikki looks like she just crawled off the street at 5 in the morning after a rough night. Right?
Well, she has kids, so probably will.
Yeah. Now, who's the lady with the beautiful afro?
Ruud Chacot.
And she's a singer.
She's a singer.
She
She had some big hits, which I cannot come up with now.
Yeah.
She lives close to where I live. She used to come shopping at the shoe store I worked at.
Did you touch her feet?
I didn't touch her feet.
Did you touch anything else?
I never. No, I was not a feet toucher.
Net zo'n groot
That's too bad.
succes wordt. Groot als het...
I was a zipper upper though, with boots.
Oh,
Because a lot of Dutch women and men, we bike a lot, so we have calves that are huge.
Ah, yeah.
And if you have Italian boot, they have not so much leg as we do. So I have to assist sometimes. And one time I had to cut out a zipper because it wouldn't budge.
Miss Abby, oh my god, it's a tie.
So Abby, I mean, the thing is, the concept that they, to me, if they take the instructions literally, it's kind of boring because I've seen all this before.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. Well,
it's like,
and a tie dress has been done too, but it's kind of cute.
I mean,
but it looks like she missed a spot because she's covering her ass all the time.
well, she did miss. Yeah, exactly. It's messy as hell. I mean, Envy's good. Like her, in my opinion, she was number 2 in Snatch Game. Her runway is good, but I wouldn't say it's the best. But I mean, she did well.
But yeah, she is stunning.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah.
And a way more put together piece in Jesus. My words are gone.
But also, she's very predictable and very literal. Like I don't see her.
I love this so much.
This is amazing. This Mama
This
Queen.
is so stunning.
It really is.
Aan de andere kant van Lucifer.
When I saw this, well, seeing this, because it's present tense, I haven't seen it before, I'm thinking this she has to win, right?
Yeah.
The runway.
Yeah.
Now, her Snatch Game, wasn't that great, but this, to me,
This
says,
should
wow.
be the kicker, because Jesus, she looks good.
And it looks like her foot almost looks like an animal foot, too, like a hoof.
Yeah, it's so good. So good.
And it's Mama Queen's, she made it herself.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a top-notch look.
I love
this
it so
is
much.
Really interesting, too.
Wat jullie zien is
Yeah.
pure zelf die midden
Because I see what it is. You see the binary slipping into each other. What he's saying is it's a continuum. He's challenging the concept of man and woman. That's
And that's
intelligent.
what Chelsea Boy has been doing, challenging the concept. And I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little slow catching on. I didn't realize. But now this is Janie with the mirrored face. And this is amazing because you have to. It's something that's like when I see this, I say, well, I can't believe nobody's thought of this before because it's fucking so obviously brilliant. And I do like the way that she walks differently on each side too.
That too. Yeah, she's going for it.
Yeah.
From all the really boy-girl outfits,
yeah,
this is definitely the best.
I mean, like, yeah. Now this is a mess.
Sadly,
this is a mess. It's like what? I don't even see Kermit the Frog or if you hadn't said Kermit and Miss Piggy, I never would have guessed that.
No.
I mean, and the big hand, I didn't even notice until.
Well, Kermit, I would have guessed because of the neckline.
Oh, really? Let me see. Oh,
yeah, it's a really.
Well, but you're a fashion person. I'm not. It's not even green. That's Kermit is green, not yellow. Why would you be yellow and have a green? Yeah, that's terrible.
I feel so bad that Sedergine.
I'm sure she won't be in the bottom though. She's Sedergine, right? And we haven't seen this before.
No, but it is a little disappointing already. The outfit.
It is.
And she didn't do really well as Mega Mindy.
Not at all.
Snap ik het wel.
And he's, you know, Abby's
Carlo, wat vond je van Patsy
still there because she's gorgeous, I think. I hate
Kijk,
to
het is altijd met imiteren zo.
She's good
Of
TV.
het lijkt, of het is verdomd grappig.
Yeah, because she's also passionate and
Het leek
saying
en
what
het
she
was
thinks.
grappig.
And
To me,
Zo'n rol in de tv
she was safe. I don't see Envy being outstanding. I see safe.
Yeah.
I mean, her snatch game was good. I'd say number 2.
Rianne van Dorst.
Als Rianne van Dorst in een programma is, dan is ze altijd aanwezig. Ik vond het zo jammer. In het begin dacht ik, ja, het is ze. En gaandeweg werd je steeds stiller.
Ik zat juist zeg maar gewoon zo met een biertje zo enjoying the show. Ja, wat misschien ook wel heel erg Rianne is, maar tegelijkertijd niet goed voor het spel.
Ja,
that
Carlo,
was a
Chelsea
shame.
boy, oftewel...
Because she looked amazing. And what I said, the mannerisms, she was Rihanna.
Dit is een winnaar. Dit is iemand die kijkt en zegt, dit is mijn moment. Ik ga in Snatch Game,
And you could definitely tell that he was studying up on Joe Exotic.
Obviously.
Because he was so good.
Amazing. And his accent was perfect.
Yeah.
Waarom dat kostuum? Annie Schilder zien wij zelf.
And it's so hard to not have a Dutch accent, as probably people can tell by listening to me, even when you're talking English. It's such a strong accent, I think.
Grappig, Fred.
Dutch.
Nou, dat vraag ik aan jou, Carlo.
And poor Sedergine.
Daar antwoord op geven, dat was het niet.
Ja.
Ik was gewoon mega teleurgesteld.
Oké, ja, nee, kan.
Dankjewel meiden. Dankjewel Carlo voor je ongezouten mening.
But at least she doesn't come up with excuses and stuff.
Right.
I think she's taking it like a champ.
Very professional.
En mijn heerlijke vriendin Rut Jacot.
Ik vind je als vrouw beeldschoon, maar wat ik jammer vond, is dat je als man, doordat je constant dit met je mond deed...
See, again,
vond ik het jammer.
I'm really disappointed in these judges for imposing these traditional male-female stereotypes. Like, why can't he wink as a man? Like, I don't get that. Why,
and isn't
why?
it? And doesn't men? Well, my partner always winks at me, or always.
Yeah.
So why isn't that? Well, maybe he doesn't do the mouth thing. I'll ask him later.
The judges, in my opinion, embarrass themselves on this.
Dankjewel.
Yeah,
Really badly.
Is het echt
Here we go.
half vrouw, half man?
De titel van de opdracht was Split Personalities. En ik identificeer me als non-binair. Non-binair is dat je niet gelooft in de tweedeling tussen man en vrouw.
doesn't accept
Ik heb
it.
ervoor gekozen
I
om aan
get
de
it.
ene kant Mama Queen te laten zien en aan de andere kant een soort van my inner demon een kans op de runway te geven.
Ja. Dat is een prachtig verhaal. Het is wel zo dat als een verhaal...
And this, what he's saying now, is so stupid.
Yeah. How do you not get that?
Ik ben blij dat je het uitlegt.
Again, they're just showing themselves to be very
This is so
unenlightened.
They're not listening. They just want to get their point across. It feels like.
Chelsea boy. Ja.
Right.
Jij geeft een show als geen ander. Maar wat ik ook een beetje hier mis, de vrouwelijke
Again,
kant.
they miss it.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, and with her dress like a schweefteeft, you know? Is that the right word? Schweefteeft? Flight attendant slut?
Zweeftape? Zweeftape.
Yeah.
That's the best word.
Okay, good.
En ik wilde eigenlijk die vrouwelijkheid en mijn mannelijke kant laten zien. En de mannelijke energie in mijn vrouwelijke kant.
Nou ja, als je het zo uitlegt,
Like she just.
helemaal duidelijk. Maar als voor mij
Who is she to criticize? At least Michelle Visage looks good when she criticizes.
Ik vond het fantastisch, die disc op je.
It's always hard to be a judge, I guess, if you're not really in the scene.
Nou moet ik wel zeggen dat ik je vrouwelijke kant echt sporon vond. En dat mannenpakje, ik weet niet. Heb je dat zelf normaal ook?
Ja, dat is echt wel...
She could have educated herself, just like Ruud should have educated herself, and Carlo, who is a gay man, so he should have kind of known about being not identifying with the standard things society puts upon a man and a woman.
Now this criticism is totally fair though, because that was not Kermit the Frog. It was Kermit the Yellow.
Better Gene, what did you do? I'm so sad.
Sometimes I wonder if these queens, they don't expect to go that far, so I see a lot of times on Drag Race, their later costumes aren't as good as their earlier costumes.
Well, judging now by because a lot of the Dutch queens are posting their, who had to sashay away, are posting their outfits, and those look amazing.
It's true.
So I don't know. I think this was just a screw up.
Yeah.
I'm so sad because, oh my god.
Wat vond jij eigenlijk van het jurycommentaar dat jij kreeg?
Well,
ja, het is wel confronterend als er.
I mean, people make mistakes. You know, he just. That's art, you know. You sometimes get the vision a certain way in your head, and it doesn't.
Oh, so true. Yeah.
Happens to me all my life.
Yeah.
And who am I
have something in my head what I want to create, and what is there on the end of the line is like, oh, that was not exactly what I meant.
And who am I to criticize these bitches anyway? You know, I'm sitting here in my house.
Yeah.
Playing hooky.
I couldn't do what they're doing.
No.
They're amazing anyway.
I couldn't either.
But I am just disappointed because she has raised the bar so many times. So this is kind of this hurts.
Setterjean?
Yes, Setterjean.
And she has some fans, like her fans I've seen on Reddit are very strong. They're so angry and they always think like she should have won. In this case, not so much. But to send her home was, oops. I hope that she doesn't get sent home.
Fingers
that
crossed.
Would suck, right?
Mama Queen.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, I agree she shouldn't. She's not number one because her Snatch game wasn't that good, but in my opinion, for the runway, she was number one.
Definitely my number one.
And Chelsea Boy too.
Really good.
I don't know. I think you have to challenge. I think Setterjean. I mean. Based on what I've seen, I think Chelsea Boy should win this episode. What do you think?
The sound cut out again, so I heard you say, based on this episode.
Who do you think should win the episode? I think it should be Chelsea Boy.
Yes, Chelsea Boy, and that would be my winner. And Mama Queen would be second.
Yeah. Well, I would, for second, I would probably say Envy because I'm going by Snatch Game mostly.
Yeah,
so that's the problem. You have to combine the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, then it would be Chelsea Boy 1, Envy 2, and Mama Queen 3.
Je was de absolute winnaar van Snatch Game.
See, that's weird. You were the winner of Snatch Game. I think Rue would have given it to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because Rue generally, in Snatch Game, I've never seen them not go by the winner of Snatch Game wins the episode. Never.
But I've also heard the judging, the points given to everybody is different than in the US. So.
Yeah.
And I still don't know how.
Right.
I should look that up, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know that there is a point system in the U.S. version. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't heard of it. But I'd like to know. But where did somebody told me that they have maybe more of a formal point system in the Dutch version.
Yeah, that's what I read somewhere or heard somewhere, so I kind of need to look into that. But I'm lazy.
Yeah, me too.
Anybody else's game?
We know we won't.
Dus het alleen maar even Peru is perfection.
So if anybody wants to tell us.
Yeah. Poor Setterjean looks so defeated.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Setterjean.
Jij wint een waardebon van €1000 bij
I think
Company om uit te geven aan
Setterjean needs to work on her makeup. Overall, that's her weakness, I think.
Yeah, but didn't she say somewhere that normally she has someone do her makeup?
Oh, did
so
she?
It makes sense that it's rough for her.
Dat zagen we. Je look vandaag was goed.
Okay.
Het was verrassend, maar niet perfect. Mama Queen. Die zag er zo fantastisch uit als Rianne van Dorst. Maar toch...
Yeah, she really looked like Rihanna.
Yeah.
Cedrogine. Lieve mega Mindy. Het lijkt wel of je bij Snatch Game halverwege uitging. Ik moet heel eerlijk zeggen, dit pakje, niet je sterkste look.
Nee, zeker niet.
Definitely not.
No, it's not. No arguments.
Eén gaat door en de volgende 2 zullen in een lip-sync battle komen. Wie oh wie? Cedrogine, Mama Queen of Miss Abby, oh my god? Cedrogine. Helaas, jij zit in een lip-sync battle.
Look at Envy, she looks shocked, right?
Mama Queen en Miss Abby, oh my god. Het spijt me, maar één van jullie zit straks ook in de lip-sync battle. En de ander gaat door. Degene die door is en dus mag blijven, is... Mama Queen.
Mama Queen.
Gefeliciteerd, je bent veilig.
Thank God.
Je mag even neergestaan.
If Cedrogine and Mama Queen had to lip sync, I probably would have thrown my phone away.
Voorbereid van het nummer Girl van Anouk.
Het is mijn schoonmoeders nummer, omdat zij is een tijdje...
Okay, Anouk is a really big singer and in Holland, and
ze beleeft heel veel.
She's pretty good.
So Abby said that the song reminds her of her mother-in-law. Is that correct? Is that a bad translation?
I think she sang this. I think she said something about her mother-in-law singing that song because of what the mother-in-law at that moment was going through.
But that means Abby's married. Is that right? You don't have a mother?
Well, in Holland, you don't have to be married to call someone your mother-in-law.
Oh,
you can be dating and call her mother-in-law.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I call my mother-in-law my mother-in-law, and I'm not married, so.
Schoonmoeder? Is that what it is?
Schoonmoeder, yes.
Schoonmoeder. So a clean mother.
A very clean mother. This was kind of working it though.
You mean Abby?
Yeah, Abby with the song and covering the part of the face that the song was about.
Yeah. And Cedrogine doesn't know the words.
No.
Right?
No. It looks like it anyway.
Right.
Maybe she wasn't expecting this.
I think not. I thought... Oops. What happened? Oh, shit. Sorry, I lost my audio for a second. I don't know. It looked like she was going to do a jump split, and then she's like... Wait. It looked like she was going to do a drop split.
Yeah.
And then she just...
I was like...
Doesn't. Like, oh, I forgot I can't do that.
That's what it looked like. And then I was... Oh, maybe it was getting us excited that she was going to do it after all, and it doesn't really happen.
Maybe she just realized, I better not. I thought Abby did good.
I think Abby really did good in this one.
Helemaal leeggezogen gewoon.
Poor Cedrogine.
Yeah.
I'm in peace with it.
Schoonmoeder.
Schoonmoeder. Ja, schoonbrood, schoonmoeder, schoondochter.
Niet heel
Everybody's clean.
spannend.
Very clean.
But see, Fred
very
said...
clean people here.
Fred said that he thought they both didn't do so great. So I thought he would have picked Cedrogine to stay.
Wat is de wedstrijd?
Based on that, even though I thought Abby was better myself.
Die ik naar huis stuur is... Cedrogine.
And see, this is unusual too, because normally they say the queen to sachet. I mean, to chante. But he reversed it.
Yeah, it's kind of
weird.
He's doing his own thing. Let's just call it that.
And that's good.
Yeah.
Ik zag totaal niet aankomen dat Cedrogine deze week naar huis zou gaan. Ik denk dat iedereen toch had gaan omdat ze over de
me neither. I hate it so much.
But at the same time, I think he deserved to go home.
True, very true.
Based on today's episode.
It's too bad that previous episodes apparently don't matter.
Right. But he didn't win any previous episodes. He did well.
No, but he was, yeah. Yeah.
But he did well.
Yeah, true. Well, he won something, right? Or was that just a mini challenge?
Mini challenge, I think. But
zoals ik altijd zeg.
it's I don't disagree with the loser. I disagree with the winner on this episode.
Yeah.
And to give Envy 3 wins, okay, if she really deserved it, but she didn't really deserve this one. That should have been Chelsea Boy. What did you think of Chelsea Boy's runway?
I liked it. I liked it a lot, and I like when people take the brief and make it their own and not just do what's been said.
Right, which she definitely did.
And definitely in a show like this, I think creativity should be applauded instead of kind of punished in this episode.
Absolutely agree.
Because look at Mama Queen, man. Oh my God.
It was a tough one to judge, though, and I do get that because the winners, to me, the best Snatch Game and the best runway were not the same. No. So what Rue would normally do is go by Snatch Game, and then it would have been Chelsea Boy. Because I don't think any of the runways were bad.
You cut out after runways.
I don't think any of the runways were bad.
Were bad?
Yeah.
Because you cut out again. Oh, why is it so horrible right now?
I don't know. It sounds fine on my end. I don't know what's going on, but no, it's. I say I don't think any of the runways were bad. I just think maybe Abby was probably the worst runway in my opinion because it seemed sloppy, and Mama Queen was the best runway in my opinion.
Oh, definitely.
By far. But so even that way, Chelsea doesn't win, But I don't know. She should. I don't know what to say.
Well, in a lot of other shows, because I do watch Manila and
Latrice.
Latrice and a couple of other queens that are doing a review. What's the other two? Because they really do fashion. Man, Raven and...
I know who you're talking about.
She is Dutch, so I should know her name, or half Dutch. Anyway, and she was a makeup artist at America's Next Top Model. Anyway.
The one that won like season 2, right? Yeah, I forget her name. Because it's like she doesn't use the name on Drag Race anymore. She has, anyway, whoever.
Yeah. They are all the other review or whatever shows that do Drag Race Holland, they are all saying that the Dutch queens are another level. Doing so, the looks are so elevated in regards to what's on the other shows.
Right, absolutely. Sultan, that's the name, right?
Oh yeah. But on Instagram, that's I think her name. Yeah.
But her name when she won Drag Race was something else, and I can't remember what it is. Raja.
Yeah.
Raja.
Oh, Raja. Yeah, Raja. But so maybe it makes it harder.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But in any case, it's over finally.
It was a.
Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I missed the. We were watching the preview of next week. Did you see it?
No.
Oh shoot! Because they at the end it looked like that the one that the lesbian.
Oh wait, I did see it.
Was that the same lesbian guest who Mama Queen was impersonating on Snatch Game?
Oh yeah, Rihanna is going to be on, I think. Yeah. And I saw something. A part of the show I love as well is that they're gonna drag up some family members or friends, right?
Yeah, looked like it.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to this being over, and then I have to figure out how to edit it. It's going to be. Let me play the theme song, and then I want to ask you a question about editing after we're done. Okay. Oh gosh,
okay,
fashions. Wait, gosh. Oh, wait. Let me set it up because I didn't cue it. Oh, wasn't that a great show, Fashion Slurry? Okay.
It was amazing.
We'll see you next week, I guess.
See ya.
Hear ya. Talk to ya.
Later.